Alright, this is about the third time I've done this. Oh, it's wet and rainy here in New England, and I am just achy. Alright, this, as you know, is my Snap-on 7 drawer. I got this neat little slide thing, came with it, never got rid of it. SK, 6-point deeps. These go from 7/8 to 3/8. Complete set. Gear wrench, 1/2-inch drive, 5/16. This is a Snap-on 19/32, I believe. 13/32. Goes all the way up to 7/8. Alright, and then after that, these are Waldron sockets. They're American made. They're an older brand. They're not around anymore. They got bought out. They go up to 1 1/4, or 1 1/8 rather, sorry. And then this one here is a KD. Okay. And that's the 1 1/4. KD is now owned by Apex. Cheapo, 6-point, 1/2-inch drive. Impacts, Sunex swivel drive. Okay. Snap-on small extension. The rest of that SK kit. And this is 1/4. And that goes all the way up to 7/8. Alright. Then this is my SK set 12-point. I know there's 2 missing here. You'll see that some of my tools live in another box. We're going to get to that later. And that one goes all the way up to, I want to say this one. Oh man, I can't even tell that one. That one's a 7/8. Alright. Missing 15/16, and that's a 1-inch. This one here is a plum. This thing's old, man. I don't even know where I got it. Good little socket, though. Tough little bastard. Okay, and then we go to the shallow section. Snap-on sells shallow sockets, and they want like $200 for the set. This 15/16. These are OEM tools. You don't use the tool a lot. I don't see, and it goes to 13/16. I don't see spending $200 on something I'm going to need every once in a while, but I'm going to absolutely need a spare Snap-on socket. SK swivels, 12-point, all the way down 3/8, 6-point, 3/8, all the way to, I want to say 3/4. Yeah, 3/4. All right. Then these are, like I said, if I'm breathing a lot and I'm not making sense, really bad day for the arthritis here. Cornwell. These go from E20 to E4. Okay. And then star drives. These are SK. Just the sizes I need. Then my little slider here. Spark plug wrenches. I do have a 3/4-inch set. That's at my current place of employment. And a lot of things walk. So this is an SK adapter. And the cheap ones at work. 1/4-inch, wicked long 1/4-inch. That's a Craftsman. 3/8 drive. That's a Snap-on. These are SK. SK and SK and SK. This holder was a Snap-on holder, but I didn't want to have all my extensions wobbling around, and I had a different, in this corner here, a different way to set it up, and I didn't like it, so this is what happened. 1/2-inch drive, SK, SK, and gear wrench. Then we get over here. You see, this is where I used to have all the extensions. Alright, anything magnetic I stick. Here's one of those missing, because I was doing the video before. This is a neat little adapter from Blue Point. They don't make these anymore. Really neat little adapter. 1/4-inch to 3/8. Okay. You can use this as a what do you call those? The finger spinners? I was trying to think of that. Somebody tell me what those are called. You know, the little, and they ratchet. And I got one that's SK. I don't know what they're called. Thumb drives. So, yeah. Or you can put it on a 1/4 inch. And now you've got an adapter for a 1/4 inch. And you can even do one of these if you want. Okay. That's good, good, good. Put that back now. And then this is magnetic. Anything magnetic I tend to stick somewhere. Little 3/8 adapter for a gear wrench. And you stick that in an 11/16 gear wrench, and now you got a 3/8 drive ratchet. These, bought these years ago. You stick those in a socket, and hard to reach place. It'll hold your hardware inside the socket. Not really happy with them. Just kind of keep them around because they were useful for a little while. All right, high torques. 1/2 inch drive, high torques, high torque, high torque. Usually see these on hydraulic reservoirs, gas, fuel tanks, things like that. 3/8 1/2 inch adapter. Wow. 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter. That doesn't belong there. That's a Craftsman. That belongs in a different box. Snap-on apex bit holder. Throw your apex bits in there. Another 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter. World's oldest SK 1/4 inch. Damn thing's a tough little ratchet. Bought this years ago. It's a good little ratchet for a Stanley boss stitch. The only thing Stanley screwed up was putting that bend in this handle. Because other than that, it's actually about as thin as the snap-on and the Esco tight reach ratchets. Alright, snap-on breaker bar. Cheap old school plug wrench that I customized. It's come in handy. I use it enough to keep it around even though I don't like it. This is Stanley Boss Stitch Sidewinder. You spin the handle and it ratchets. It's just bulky as all hell. But production, if you got a lot of something out in the open, and a lot of them, good thing to use. SK 3/8 Craftsman plug wrench, 1/2 inch SK breaker bar. Love this thing because of that. You stick an extension on there and you got a hell of a breaker bar. This here, I kind of took this from Bruce Allen. He did a snap-on ratchet. This was a 1/4 inch ratchet. I put a 3/8, ordered a little 3/8 doohickey, and I've used this. Tough little ratchet. Cool little deal. All right, so that's that drawer, I think. And then before I was explaining that this is the rest of that SK set. Bought this like 20 years ago. Good set. Right here, we got, it says Stanley, it is not. SK 6 points. These go up to 9/16, I believe. 9/16. 12 points. They go up to 1/2 inch. Mac extension, snap-on extension, snap-on ratchet. Craftsman 12-point deeps, adapter, wobble. As you can see, I need to get a new one. And then there's a small extension hidden in there. I keep this is a decent ratchet. I like my SK a little better, but the old style ones, heads are thicker. It's got a thinner head. And always remember to shut off your ratchets. You never want a dead ratchet. Alright. This here, SK breaker bar, 1/4 inch. Why would you have one? Really? Seriously? But that's why I always see them in good shape, because nobody really uses them. Craftsman 1/4 inch extension. And this is the go-to. Right there. Alright. This one here is the TL72. And that is a tough as nails ratchet. Apex bit driver. Alright, KD tool. Old school. Old school. Apex bit holder for 1/4 inch. And yet again, these little doohickeys, which I keep around for I don't know why. Okay, then we get into, this is my line box. I'm going to do a complete tour of this at some point, but not right now. Don't feel like it. These here, I bought these from Harry J. Epstein. They're Bonnie's. 12-point, American made. Not really around anymore. I think they were missing the 7/16 and the 3/8. So this one is a snap-on, and this one is an SK. Good little set. And then the rest of the SK set that you saw earlier is right here. Alright. Like I said, you know, they flop through. I know what I have. I don't need to be super duper organized. Alright. This is my toolbox. I know where things go. I know what I need. That's it. Alright, right there. My 1/2 inch drive, gear wrench, SK 3/8, SK 1/4. This is a mixed set. This is Williams, SK, snap-on, Bonnie, and this one I don't remember. Oh, that one's an SK 1/2 inch. Oh no, snap-on 1/2 inch. And then my 1/2 inch drives. These are all the Waldrons. And that's pretty much it for my ratcheting. My ratchety. Well, guys, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go back in the house, take some Motrins, drink a beer. Oh, it's bad this weather. Stay dry.